Picture this. You're in the middle of a chaotic day. Maybe you're rushing to meet a deadline, or perhaps you're stuck in traffic while your to-do list keeps growing. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and frustration bubbles to the surface. But let me ask you, what if, in the middle of that chaos, you could find peace? What if you could remain calm, no matter what life throws your way? This isn't a fantasy. Ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived through wars, exile, and personal loss, yet they mastered the art of tranquility. And their secrets can work for you today. In this video, I'll share 5 timeless principles to help you stay calm, even in the stormiest moments of life. Stick with me, because the last principle is one most people overlook, and it's a game changer. The first one is understand what you can control. One of the most profound lessons from Stoicism is understanding what is within your control and what isn't. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Think about it. How often do we waste our energy trying to change things that are completely out of our hands? The weather, traffic, other people's opinions. None of these are within our control. What is in our control? Our thoughts, choices, and actions. The Stoics believed that by focusing solely on these, we could find freedom and peace. Imagine how much calmer you'd feel if you stopped worrying about everything outside your control. Take this example. You're waiting in line at the grocery store, and it's moving slower than a snail. You can't speed it up, but you can control your mindset. Instead of fuming, use the time to practice gratitude or reflect on your day. The power lies in shifting your focus from the uncontrollable to the controllable. Think of a ship caught in a storm. The captain can't control the wind or waves, but they can adjust the sails and steer the ship. Life is the same. The storms are inevitable, but how you navigate them is up to you. The second principle is to practice negative visualization. At first, this idea might sound unsettling. Why would anyone want to imagine worst-case scenarios? But the Stoics practiced negative visualization for a powerful reason. Seneca explained, the man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. By mentally rehearsing potential challenges, losing a job, facing criticism, or even encountering failure, you prepare your mind to face them with calm and resilience. Instead of being blindsided, you become grounded. But here's the twist. Negative visualization isn't about pessimism or dwelling on fears. It's about appreciating what you have and building mental strength for the future. When you visualize difficulties, you're less likely to take life for granted. That's the beauty of this practice. It makes you grateful for the present while equipping you for the unexpected. Imagine a person who rehearses a challenging speech in their mind, visualizing every possible question or critique. By the time they're on stage, they're calm and ready because they've already faced those scenarios in their head. Embrace the power of the present moment is the third one. Marcus Aurelius wrote, confine yourself to the present. Why? Because the present is the only moment where you have power. Regrets about the past and fears about the future often rob us of our peace. But what's the point of worrying about something you can't change or control? When you focus on the present moment, you unlock a kind of freedom. Take a moment to think about how much energy you spend dwelling on past mistakes or imagining future problems. Now imagine redirecting that energy into fully experiencing what's happening right now. Practicing mindfulness is one way to achieve this. Something as simple as savoring a cup of tea, feeling the warmth of the sun, or listening to your breath can anchor you in the present. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to find calm even in life's chaos. Picture someone walking through a noisy, crowded street. At first, they feel overwhelmed, but as they focus on the sound of their footsteps and the rhythm of their breath, the noise fades into the background, and they find peace in the present. Detach from external validation. How much stress do we cause ourselves by constantly seeking approval from others? Seneca warned, you will never live if you are always worried about how others perceive you. The Stoics understood that external validation is fleeting and unreliable. If your peace of mind depends on someone else's opinion, you'll always be at their mercy. Instead, they taught that true peace comes from aligning your actions with your values, not someone else's expectations. When you stop chasing external validation, you unlock a sense of freedom. You can focus on what truly matters to you, not what society deems important. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means grounding yourself in your own worth rather than seeking it outside yourself. Think of an artist who creates purely for the joy of expression. They don't care about critics or applause. Their fulfillment comes from the act of creation itself. That's the kind of peace Stoicism teaches. Reframe challenges as opportunities is the best one of this 5 principles. Marcus Aurelius offered one of the most empowering ideas in Stoicism. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, obstacles aren't barriers. They're opportunities in disguise. When you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? This mindset shift transforms stress into growth. Challenges stop being something to fear and become tools for self-improvement. For example, think about how many successful people credit their failures for teaching them resilience and creativity. Without obstacles, they wouldn't have achieved greatness. The same applies to you. Every setback is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and calmer. Remaining calm isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about mastering your inner world. By focusing on what you can control, practicing negative visualization, living in the present, detaching from external validation, and reframing obstacles, you unlock the secret to lasting peace. If this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into how philosophy can transform your life. And let me know in the comments, which of these 5 principles will you start practicing today?